Hello everyone, I hope you guys had a wonderful week trading here and a wonderful, weekend as well. And as it comes to an end, I'm doing this update a little bit late here on Sunday evening, but hopefully you can watch it before or maybe during market open. So right now, the markets on the S&P have had a tremendous drop, I would say, from the highs here at 613, where we went all the way as low as 582, 5% decline in a matter of like basically I think 1 or 2 weeks, 2 weeks here. And you can see I've updated my count right now. We can see we have some nice bullish divergence on the smaller time frames. Again, on the 45-minute here, you can see we finished with a lot of bullish divergence, and now we're inside of this B wave. Or we could make the case that the low is in 4 hour has basically erased all divergence, and you've taken out the previous low here. But the thing is that when I look at it, I just see too many people getting too bullish too quick. But again, I don't want to make the case that we're going to start crashing, because I think we've corrected a pretty tremendous amount, and the futures are they've come back up 38 basis points. We did gap up like 70 basis points and then sold off, flipped red, and now we're back up again. So lots of whipsaw, lots of uncertainty. The Russell 2000 gapped up. We're up like 1.46%, and then gave a lot of those gains back already. So it's curious to see how the market is going to play out tomorrow at the open. So it's kind of just sitting on the sidelines right now. What are we be doing an update on on the charts and doing the regular analysis for you guys to give you guys a refresher these last 2 weeks. And right now, when we take a look at some of our stocks that we always track, and we're going to get to the QQQ and the IWM, we're going to cover those for sure. But when I take a look at Tesla, Tesla's completed its, I could actually mark the low here for Tesla. Like I could make the case that it's done, it's corrected enough. It hit its 200-day moving average, it held it, and that's a possible technical low here. Like, look how oversold it is on the RSI. And on the 4 hour, not the 4 hour, so the daily time frame, you can see we've erased divergence. So this Y wave could be complete. You got ABC and another crash correction down in a Y wave. So this could be done. You're off to the races. When we take a look at Nvidia, though, Nvidia is a little bit more bearish, a little bit more, unfortunate, because it does look like it's starting to get that movement towards the downside. On Friday, we had a gap down, but it rallied back up. So we did sell off after these earnings here. Even though the great earnings, it's just the guidance and the market sentiment wasn't there to support it. We take a look at AMD. Unfortunately, AMD makes its way down here into the buy area, and it continues to struggle here. But hopefully the SMH and everything can start to bounce back up. We'll have to see. A lot of it is relying on Nvidia. We've been trading AMD perfectly here. Rejection from this area, rejection from this area, rejection from this area. We also had some dip buys along the way, but I did delete those boxes. But again, I think it's pretty straightforward. ABC down, and then a 5-wave move up with beautiful divergence. 5th wave top, come back down, impulse down, and now you're erased all of this divergence. So you could make the case that AMD is bottoming out right now, and you're getting ready for a big bounce higher, right? And at least the wave one, if the wave one impulse starts, then maybe the lows are in the market, and we're just getting ready to run up like crazy. Bitcoin, had a big drop, and then it's recovered tremendously over the weekend. You can see a big drop down to 78,000, and then pumping right back up. So again, I think the altcoins may actually have a huge bid here. So Bitcoin Cash, right, BCHG, one of our positions, may actually get a big bid tomorrow. Maybe it'll start to gap up and run back up to the $6 range. And we could take a look at MicroStrategy. Well, MicroStrategy, though, actually have it going much lower, but you could make the case that the Y wave truncated as it erased divergence here, but you are forming a little bit of bullish divergence, which is a little bit worrying for a lot of reasons, because you could be ending up doing something like this. right? And that would be concerning for crypto, because maybe it gaps up tomorrow along with everything else, but rolls over, we make one more low in crypto. And again, I don't want that to happen. I'm very bullish on crypto, but you never know. Let's see here. We'll take a look at a few other ones that we always track. Actually, we haven't checked Apple in a while. I think Apple is gearing up to impulse here. 1-2-1-2 setup, something like this, and it's looking good. It's looking like it's a good setup right now. So Apple's good. Microsoft needs to go lower. Google, I had Google in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now, you kind of negated this setup, unless it's another 1, 2, 1, 2, which is very much possible, like this, and it can just keep going, right? So again, these are dips to buy if you're very bullish on the market. If you're conservative, then you kind of want to be on the sidelines and wait to see how things play out. But again, you could always just throw in your money and a little bit here and see how it plays out. Obviously, it's up to your risk management. Let's take a look at the Hang Seng. I think the Hang Seng is in need of a pullback here. It is. Let's see. Is it open? I think it is open. Yeah, it's up 41 basis points, but looks like it needs a little bit of a deeper correction. Again, you haven't corrected this move yet, so you need an ABC. You need something like this, and this is going to be a dip to buy for another push higher in a Y of Y to finish up the count. Let's see, we'll take a look at the Japanese yen. So the Japanese yen is down 14 basis points right now. I think it needs one more low to finish this impulse here. If it erases divergence, then the wave 3 continues and you're not done the cycle lower. Okay, but right now I've marked it done like this because of this big drop on the RSI. So I've put this as a wave 3, 4, and then we need one more low in a 5th wave. I think that's it for now. I don't really have much else to add. We'll cover the TLT, sorry, we'll get to the IWM and the triple Qs. Almost forgot about those. So the TLT is making its way up inside of this wave 3, needs a 4 and a 5 to finish up this impulse. Let's take a look at the IWM. IWM actually negated my dip buy area, still inside of this flat scenario, could have bottomed out on Friday for this B wave, and if it is going to rally from here, I do need to adjust the target because we did take out the previous low here. So let's take a look and we'll do a bit of a calculation for a target area for this flat to play out. It has been lowered, so the target area is now right here for this C wave, right, the 3rd wave, and this actually can move this back because this was the short area for here. It ended up playing very nicely as we got into it, and we got rejected, right? This one was another one here that we had very close, but that was a beautiful setup there. And unfortunately, though, the IWM is set up for a big drop, but not just yet. Needs a little bit more upside, and the triple Qs almost hit my buy area. Could have technically truncated as it did take out this previous low on a Y wave. It does look like it needs a little bit more downside. 4 hour though got hit pretty hard, so I don't know how I feel about that. But the daily still has a little bit more room to run. But again, just looking at the markets right now, everything does look like it wants to bounce higher. Crypto has bounced back. The VIX futures is down. The VIX futures are down, and everything seems to be jolly. So there's nothing to complain about at the moment. And I mean, we'll know more tomorrow. Maybe there's more Trump news, Trump stuff and then that's just going to push the markets down. But we'll have to see. Okay, so overall, it's been a rough 2 weeks with the markets headed down, but things seem to be stabilizing on Friday. Let's see what happens this week, and I'll give you guys another update on Friday. Okay, peace.